So I'm going to work from memory here, off of the Manatee facts, and see what I can do, because I took ichthyology, which was, well, I took ichthyology and marine biology, and both of them had some Manatee stuff going on in them. So I should be able to remember.
The shadows are slowly consuming our warriors. Strike true, Templar. Amon's minions are coming from that rift. Destroy it.
So it's the void corruptions, right? So it's the big ones, not those tiny little rifts, because I don't think there are enough facts about manatees to kill for these ones.
That voice. It is my former master, Tassadar.
Do as he says.
Alright, here's the first one. I believe that manatees are the largest aquatic herbivore. I can't think of one that is bigger. So there's your first manatee fact. Do we need to pull for a unit comp?
Get ready, Artanis. Narud's forces are heading towards Jim's position. My swarm will be there to help.
Whales are not herbivores.
In the name of Tassadar, we shall be victorious. You require my...
They don't eat microbes, they eat like shrimp and fish. I don't know where the idea that whales don't, you know, just open their gaping maw and eat anything that falls in came from, but they absolutely do. At least the baleen whales, and then the toothed whales, obviously, just like eating people. Or not people, really, but other stuff. It's not just krill, though. They'll eat entire schools of fish if they can. In one bite. You think One Punch Man is scary? One Bite Man is the fish version. The version told by fishes, you know. Because it's the scary thing against them. Hey! Darren! Help! Did people vote? Okay, so people are voting no for unit comps on the epilogue. That's good. I'm gonna go for... well, I have. Sentinel, Colossus, Havoc, Carrier. Yeah. Terran, come on. Why aren't you helping?
Thrasher is tearing into my base. Hit it with everything you've got.
I'm really trying to help you guys out there, but you're not helping me. I'm not going for the destroyer. You lost your privileges.
No time to celebrate, friend Raynor. Narud will surely send another soon. We should use this time to advance.
Let's take this void corruption structure down. This mission takes forever, by the way. Like, when you're playing it legitimately, it is such a grind. I like it. I think it's a fun grind, but man, it is a long one. What do we got? Colossus, cool. I think part of it is because you start on one base, and you're stuck on one base for so long. I don't want Phoenix, I don't think. They're not very good. I want to attack up here soon, but I need a couple more units before I do so.
This is Hyperion Actual. There are several strategic positions up ahead. We should make a point of securing them.
Alright, it's time to go.
Fine idea, Admiral.
I could not care less about your points, Exodus.
We could establish forward positions.
I mean, if you spent them on the poll and somehow there was a poll about it, then I guess I would listen to it, but the threat of someone spending channel points doesn't really impact me. Okay, we're about to kill that thing. Get our Colossus production going. There we go. So most aquatic species do not have the ability to transition between salt and freshwater. Only a very few do, the manatee being one of them. And I believe that they process salt in varying degrees using their kidneys. So I want to go up to the expansion next.
Dropping some troops at your front line.
Oh, if you lose, I'm going to be so
What do you
pissed.
say, Artanis? You feel like joining in?
Yeah, we could have a party. That sounds fun. We'll warp in a little pylon, gets a little attack force going. Hey. I mean, I kind of wish you sent more than 2 Goliaths there, Jim. But you know what? I'm not going to complain. If there's air, you can ante it. Nice job, Jimbo. The 2 Goliath, 1 Hydralisk timing truly is the pinnacle of StarCraft. It's not the Void Thrashers, it's the Void Corruptions that I have to do them after. So, these big old sticks.
Alright, we got it.
Oh, that's not a fleet beacon. Fleet beacon would be really nice right here. Oh, that was one of the shards. So, manatees don't have ears. At least external ears. They might have internal structures for hearing. But don't got no ears despite being mammals. Oh no, I should have held that one that they're mammals. Oh. Because I didn't say that yet. I'm not min-maxing my manatee facts very well, am I? Not something I thought that I'd have to think about today. We need to get that allied expansion going, but I need to get my expansion going as well.
This warrior awakens. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
I am the voice. I am the heart of darkness.
Okay, I can make a carrier. That's going to increase my durability by a lot for 2 reasons. First being the obvious one that the carrier has repair drones, which are just very good. And then the second reason being that the carrier shoots the interceptors, and the interceptors are pretty good at absorbing attacks and then being replaced for free. They don't really do any damage, especially because I don't have the upgrades, but they will act as little tanks consistently.
You do not deserve to stand among gods.
I think it also just soaked up a Hunter-Seeker missile, which is cool.
Raymond, my forces are inbound. Protoss commander, we could use your assistance.
Alright, so the Manatee is it's in, I guess it's called a siren. It's in Sirenia, which means it is very closely related to the cetaceans, such as dolphins and whales, and their closest living ground relative, or ground relative? I'm going to say ground relative is the elephant. Somehow they lost a lot there, because the elephant's way cooler. Oh, there's another one of these things. Is that another corruption? How many corruptions are on this map? Jeez. Alright, so manatees lose their baby tooth in the same way that we do, but they do that constantly throughout their lives. They just have more and more waves of teeth that come in and replace the old ones. Almost like sharks, but they're herbivores. Which is funky. Oh, there's another one! So like whales, the manatee has to, or it lives underwater, however it has to breathe oxygen in order to survive and doesn't have gills to do so. So it has a blowhole in lungs. Unfortunately, unlike the whale and the dolphin, the manatee is actually really bad at holding its breath and can only stay underwater for about 5 minutes during normal activity. I don't know when it's like watching TV or something. Probably longer. It depends what's on. Let's blast up here. Is there another corruption? No! I'm running out of manatee facts. I think I'm gonna have to not take some of the side objectives in order to save my manatee facts. So manatees aren't actually as fat as they look. Their layer of blubber is actually pretty small. Instead, their internals are made up of a large amount of whatchamadooders, of intestines and stomach. So similar to like a cow, for example. They have a whole lot going on in there.
Sarah, I'm sending over a few of my troops to help. Artanis, if you want to jump on in, we'd be much obliged.
I gotta go win. Because I'm like racking my brain right now trying to think of things.
Is this the best you have, Narud? Time for you to die.
Mind you, I took these classes like 10 years ago. I mean, I like them. I really think marine biology is interesting and that the ocean is one of those places that we as humans have not put enough effort into gaining an understanding of, despite it being the large majority of all life on Earth. But it was still a long time ago. Which way do I want to go up?
The Thrasher has fallen.
Diet, range, morphology. Yeah, I could do that. Okay, that's a good one. If I remember. I said that they're herbivores. I've talked about their morphology, that they're not as fat as you think they are. I'm not going to kill this void corruption structure. It's not my job. I'm going to go this way instead. Well, I try to remember. I think they live... I don't want to say it. Not yet. We're not prepared. We'll go up with Jim instead.
Upgrade complete. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Okay, I got one.
Mineral field depleted.
So the reason that manatees are often, or are in the class Sirenia, is because it is believed that often the manatee is what sailors were mistaking mermaids for. Which I think says more about how horrible sailing is than anything else.
Mineral field depleted.
I think there's one more that I have to kill. You've sailing for 20 years now. You have a really good internet connection on your boat. That's impressive. I guess if you had an internet connection, then sailing would be way better. And, you know, if you weren't, like, at constant risk of dying. Which I think is the worst part of sailing in the ancient days. I can't build anything. There we go. Oh! I worked so hard to save it.
Minions,
I just want my robo.
Give Narud a taste of your fury.
That was way too much effort to save a robo.
Here we go. Light them up.
Where are we lighting? Oh, it's another one of these dudes.
Set up defenses here. We need to keep pushing forward.
I'm gonna finish off with a large number of annihilators. Because they can deal with these high priority targets very quickly.
This is not over. You require cold, stable,
So, is there corruption up here? There is not. It's just some of the regular void zones. How do I get to Narud's base? I don't remember. Is it up here or is it up here? I'm gonna head up here a sec and figure out what's going on. I think this is a corruption and it's the last one that I need to do. So I'm going to use my favorite Manatee fact. Manatee's nipples are in their armpits.
We're almost there, man. Keep
Aren't you jealous? You should be. This is because they still feed their calves like regular mammals do. And in order to do that, they need to keep the nipple warm. So they keep it in their armpit. Well, not keep it. It's not like a conscious choice that they're deciding to put their nipples in their armpits. But for all sea mammals, I believe that that is the case. That's the configuration they go with. Alright, let's go finish off Mr. Manatee. I guess he's the servant of Mr. Manatee.
The void bends to my master's will. Soon you shall know his full glory.
Okay. This is why I didn't want to use time stop. Nailed it.
Hello, Duran.
I think I nailed that challenge, guys. I need some kudos for that one.
Friend